Whether it's managing your menopause your way, regardless of what other women are doing, or dressing the way you want to dress, regardless of what others are wearing, you no longer feel the need to fit in. Now, everyone who sees my videos or meets me can tell that I have this in volumes, especially with my attire. People always ask me why I dress the way I do, and I dress in a very Victorian, feminine way, and I wear hats and gloves and everything. And when people ask me why, I say because I want to. I just think that feminine clothing is so elegant and lovely, and I hate the way clothing is so unisex these days. For me, it's just a shame that women forfeit the opportunity to wear the pretty feminine things that we have available to us. So I'm not wearing a costume at all. I'm wearing my regular everyday clothes. Pretty dresses, lace, floral garments, and that's what makes me happy. But here's the interesting thing about the way I dress. As different as my look is, people stop me all the time and ask to take my picture or ask where I get my clothing. And they tell me that it's so pretty and that it makes them happy. Think about that. What I'm wearing makes them happy. That's not a bad thing. That's an excellent thing. So you don't have to conform. And you might just find that wearing something unique inspires others. So don't be hesitant about doing what you want to do to make yourself happy and feel like you are expressing yourself. You never know what effect it'll have on other people. And because you have that sense of independence, you have a self-created identity. I talked before about the difference between a designated identity and a self-created identity. Your designated identity is all the things you are because of other people. Someone's wife, someone's mother, someone's daughter. Your self-created identity is all the things you are because of you and you alone. They're the things you do for you. So they include all the things like your skills and your hobbies, your profession, your talents, your pastimes. At menopause, you finally have time to focus on your self-created identity. It's one of the best things about menopause, and it's one of the things that women love and can use and thrive with. But you have to appreciate it. I mean, if you see your self-created identity as nothing but a loss of your designated identity, that's not good. That's not the same. That's not positive and productive. You've got to see this self-created identity as something wonderful. You can go do anything you want because now you don't have to worry about keeping within the realm of being what you are to everybody else. That brings us to the next good thing about menopause, and that is that many women express their self-created identity in the form of passion. Passion can get much better at menopause. Now, passion isn't necessarily a word that has to refer to romantic passion. I'm using it to refer to all those things that you've put on the back burner all these years because you didn't have time to pursue them while you were taking care of everyone else. Well, at menopause, those passions to do what you want to do come bubbling back. And you get to pour yourself into doing what you want to do. And I think that is absolutely a wonderful, wonderful thing. Can you imagine just being able to do whatever you want to do? I mean, who doesn't like that? Now, here's another one. Here's another thing that gets better at menopause. Spending time alone. Alone time. Isn't it great? I mean, had you forgotten how wonderful it is to just be alone? So many women find that their alone time is one of their very favorite things about postmenopause. They love being left alone to do as they Please. They are not just going along with the crowd anymore, doing what everyone else wants to do and pretending like they like it just because it makes everybody else happy. They've done that enough, and now it's time for them to just enjoy their alone time doing whatever they want to do themselves. You see, ladies, all these things add up to menopause. These are the ingredients for having control over your life, and I think they're all fantastic. Menopause consists of your billion beat bonus, absence of your hormonal roller coaster, options for your menopause management, your ability to say no, your ability to handle life's struggles, your sense of independence, the lack of need to conform, your self-created identity, your ability to pursue your passions, and your appreciation of alone time. It's like a recipe. You have to have all these ingredients, and you have to wait for them to bake. It's not until you reach postmenopause that they're well done. So regardless of your symptoms of menopause, and regardless of your disease risks at menopause, if you have this education and you can see the forest rather than just the trees, you have menopause, and you can make the rest of your life the best of your life. From your menopause management options to your wardrobe to how you spend your time. Personally, I think there are many more positive things about menopause than there are negative things. And if you keep tuning into my education, however you want to get it, you're going to learn about all of them. So I hope that this has helped you see the forest. I'm loving this WHAM series, What Happens at Menopause, and I hope you are too. I have heard back from lots of women who say that they just find it wonderful because, you can really find yourself dwelling on one thing or another. But when you look at all the different influences that menopause brings about, it really is shocking how many different things you can find to focus on. And it's really all about your focus in terms of how you perceive things that will determine your overall take on menopause. You can see it as all the negatives, or you can see it as positives. Some things do get better, some things do get worse. I'm going to talk about what gets worse at menopause in the next podcast, but that's okay. The knowledge of what gets worse is critical because the knowledge is what gives you the opportunity to do something about it so that it doesn't doom you. So I don't care that there are bad things. I think what's key is that you know about them and that you know how to manage them. I invite you to go to my website. It's menopausetailor.me. And menopausetailor.me has all sorts of things to entertain you. I mean, whether you just want short, fun entertainment like reading some of the fun articles I've written, or whether you want to watch YouTube videos, which are phenomenal and very demonstrative in terms of some fun props and models. They are really very entertaining. If you want to get my book or you want the entire education as a webinar or a DVD, I've got it all. I've even got things for men. So this education is all about you. It's about teaching you everything you need to know so that you can manage your menopause your way. And it is powerful. So take this, have menopause, and come back for the next podcast the next time on What Gets Worse at Menopause. I'll sign off for now. Bye.